Snow seemed to have covered everything. The ground, the trees, the ponds, everything. The horizon was nothing but a dark, desolate shade of black and white. However, indoors, things seemed to be more colorful. There were lights, music, family. The father watched their children play with their wooden swords and their dolls. The mother was cooking something from scratch for the night. All was calm. All was kind. Until giggling was heard from outside. At first, the father insisted it must be a doll. However, none of their children owned a doll with such a strange giggle. His wife insisted that he go check the window. He, for some reason, didn't comply at first. He hesitantly replied, "It's a blizzard outside." 4 feet of snow, love, not to mention the ice that was frozen that morning. I hardly got to work. She stepped inside the room ever so slightly and glared at him slightly. "Go check outside now," she growled deeply. Then her voice grew more desperate. "Please just check out what the hell is going on outside. Is that really too much to ask this time of year?" While the parents bickered at each other, the child toddled over to the stand beside the window, admiring how the Christmas tree lights flickered and blinked, how the ornaments shone and reflected off the room in a fisheye perspective. Green, red, blue, and the golden star on top of it. The parents froze as they heard a scratching come from the window closest to the door. The father covered his spouse's mouth. "Shh! You were right," he whispered. He slowly crept to where he kept his machete. "Keep our kids in the back room." The mother nodded as she swept the children into her arms, leading the other child by hand into the bedroom. Before closing the door, she whispered something to him. "Stay safe, love." And then she was gone. The father went up to the door and locked them in as the scratching grew louder and louder with each stroke of the menacing claws grew stronger, more fierce. The father grabbed the shovel and headed to the door slowly. The sounds of beasts on the other side of the door intensified greatly. The mother beat on the door, the children wailed in panic and fear. The father jumped slightly as the window shattered, and the monsters that poured in were gingerbread men. They had peppermint teeth and sharp razor claws. Their bodies were tangled, mangled, mutant. All of them were different, but their voices all harmonized in a high-pitched shrill. Then there was silence. A lone figure stands in the doorway. The child.